So we're just coming from the southeast part of Missoul, and we found this sweet little cut through that comes to the northern part on the eastern side, and heaps of rock islands everywhere. Sheer cliffs go straight down on both sides, down to over 30 or 40 meters. But we're just being safe and doing depth soundings and talking on the radio, make sure we don't hit anything because it's not really charted right here. But we're gonna find a sweet anchorage by a beach and hopefully explore some caves and wall art.
We do this pretty often on Delos. It's one of the benefits of having a few more people on board and a very fast dinghy. We wound Delos through holes in the limestone cliffs. We were headed towards Tomolul Bay, where we hoped to find a cave we'd heard about. The entire bay was full of pearl farms. They stretched for miles and miles, completely blocking our way. So we were forced to anchor a few miles further out than we'd hoped. At least we had the hook set before this squall hit and ruined the viz.
Are you excited, Yoshirama?
Going to the caves.
Caves. Dinghy adventure, Delos style.
It's gonna be a good hour-long dinghy ride, but
be alright.
Just after anchoring, we were approached by two boats full of armed men. We made friends and asked them aboard for coffee, but they'd have to leave their assault rifles behind. It was their job to guard the pearl farm from thieves and dynamite fishermen. They said they often shot at suspicious boats in the night, but we'd be very safe here. They even offered to guard Delos for us. We hitched a ride to their village in search of fruit and veggies. All they had to offer was cigarettes and sopi, which is Indonesia's version of moonshine made from distilled palm wine. It tastes terrible, but it's very potent. Our new friends told us to keep heading west. Towards the end of the bay, we'd find a big platform, and they might be able to help us find the cave we were searching for.
We have a huge welcoming party.
The platform is pretty intense. We were greeted by hundreds of pearl farm workers and even more security. They weren't quite sure what to do with us, so we just waited and smiled. Pretty soon everyone had their phones out, and it was like the Indonesian pearl farm worker paparazzi. I don't think they get many foreign guests here. Some people take the bus to work, others a dual outboard fiberglass boat. After a while, we were escorted into the security office. He asked where we were from and jotted down a few details. His slight smile gave him away though. I had a feeling this was just a formality, as we're the only people in their guest book.
no idea. Just because it seems official.
Nina. We just signed the visitor logbook for the Army police station here at the end of Tomolul Bay. And now we're gonna go check out the cave. We picked up a pretty sweet guide, so pretty stoked about that.
So, to the cave we go.
Off to the cave.
No. Okay. trying to weave our way through the shallow coral area.
I secretly had my handheld GPS running, just to know where we were. It turns out we went almost 6 kilometers inland, through winding and hidden waterways. There's absolutely no way we would have found this place on our own. Then we came around the corner, and there it was, the elusive sacred cave of Tomolul Bay.
So we just got to the Kramat Cave, which is sacred cave in Indonesian. We luckily got security to guide us here, the army and the local police.
The cave was eerily quiet and still, yet there was a tangible presence in the air. Our guides were acting a little strange, and only went inside for a few moments at most. They got across that this was an extremely sacred site for them. They believed that the spirits of their ancestors dwelled in this cave. We were kindly asked not to swim or explore any further into the cave out of respect for the spirits here. They preferred to wait outside the cave, where they felt more comfortable. Respecting their wishes, we cut our visit short and didn't spend too long. We had high hopes of exploring deep into the cave. After all, it had taken nearly 2 days to find it. But it's really the journey that's the important part, not the destination. We had an amazing time tracking it down and met some fantastic people. That's what cruising's all about anyway. Up next, we find a beautiful, secluded island to celebrate Karen's birthday and party like rock stars.
Nina, do you get any news updates on your phone at all?
If I get 3G.
Do you hear that actress got stabbed?
What's her name?
Reese?
Oh, Reese Witherspoon.
No, with a knife.
Reese who?
I said no, with a knife. Zinger!
Oh!
You haven't had any news updates.
You fell right into it, though.